This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win it?
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played his college ball at Western Kentucky. He was a hilltopper. It's Mike White.
Started his career in Tampa, Florida, at the University of South Florida, USF Bowl, before going to Western Kentucky and finding big-time success. And in their offense, I'm used to watching a lot of what I call dart throwers, short passes, getting to receivers. But Mike White will stand tall in the pocket and deliver big throws downfield.
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's White. And this is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Now let's go. Green.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue Boilermaker. It's Drew Brees.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
We're waiting.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The former LSU Tiger, Dante Jackson, on the stop. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
And Deshaun Jackson is the guy that your eyes naturally gravitate towards because he's a big play waiting to happen. In his career, usually averages about 20 yards a catch. Last season in 2017, closer to 13 yards per catch. Look for him to be recommitted to getting back downfield.
And he cuts up the football near his own goal line. And Brees is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. To throw on third down. White. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. This is Gillisley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
A quick handoff to Vitale. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if he can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Let's go.
On third down, White. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Out of the gun, it's White. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
This will be caught at about the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. We run through the starters now defensively for Carolina. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now Landry. And now running right through it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, it's Breeze. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday return. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? But where is the A-gap? It's the space.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Robert in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know, he's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game, 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll run it here with a fullback, Vitale. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Here we go.
White to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Ready. You waiting? Wait, shot.
They begin with a run by Nixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Green 39! Green 39!
White on second down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Breeze going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Breeze to throw on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. First target, first catch, and a first down. first and 10. Here's Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. When someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Ready? You ready?
Breeze now on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Breeze. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Right side caught by Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Breeze again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready? Yellow lady.
Breeze to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Very looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
The ball comes out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Ready? You waiting?
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Ready? You waiting?
On second down, here's Breeze. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here now a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure has got to him. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Cook. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Brees now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brees. To the right and complete to Galladay. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Brees on the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And this is Cook with the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Again, it's Brees. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
The passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
To throw, White, and he slings one that's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
The play fake, now White. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmill?
And the ball is knocked out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now,
Here we go.
our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now White on 3rd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
White looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jordan Akins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Ball start, offense.
That's some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
On the draw, the fullback Vitale. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, here's White. And that is incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it
All
down.
right, here we go. Green, 39.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Alex Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Here's Landry. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Joe Mixon, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Now White with a first down throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
White now from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On first down, it's White. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's White. Back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
To throw on 3rd down. White. They've got his man complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Here's White. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, White. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Green 39.
Now White. Shrugs him off. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd down, White. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Ready. Yellow lady. Set.
On play action, it's Breeze. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching, offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They're going for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Here's Powell on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Play action, here's White. Oh, he stays up. And he completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
To throw on second down, here's White. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is White. Throwing on third and long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. Now White. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow lady.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching back.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a solid run down inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
A handoff to Mixon. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. To throw is Breeze. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small?
Here you go. Ready.
On the ground with a tight end. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for New Orleans, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.